Hello, sir. I have a call about
Hello, Mayegun.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
I am very well, thank you. How are you, sir?
And how's you and they doing with the mom?
Oh, she's sucking. She's doing fine, and we thank God, sir. Thank you for asking.
We thank God for everything.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see. Maybe we are going to storm. What's this? Your country again?
Scotland.
Scotland. Maybe we are going to. we are trying to see if we can. Well, let's just see. Let's keep that aside. Hopefully, we'll be there. If we're not there physically.
People have told me that we are going. I mean, I'm going to probably witness some surprises,
Surprises,
yes. And I'm like, well, I'm used to surprises.
Exactly. Mayegun, you know what? That music says Suwe. Who are the Muguns? The Muguns are those Babasokpes, the crumb chasers, those blind followers that up till now they fail to realize that nothing for them. Look at what happened to them at Lagos. 4 people lost their life.
You know, party primary.
4 people lost their life. And these politicians, their children are in abroad. Their children are everywhere. Those that are not in abroad are at home.
Trying to take over. Some of them are candidates now, so PDP, APC,
yes.
Their children are now candidates.
Yes. But those mumus that went to kill themselves for this, the politicians' children got nothing. They lost their lives. And yet, they will still go there. Tinubu, Atiku, Wike, imagine.
It's about what they will
Look at Yaya Felu. What is his name? See the wife. Where Yaya Bello? The state is owing a lot of monthly salary that they are not even able to pay, and the wife is sharing 1 million. Mayegun, and she has that gut to even put it on air.
Nothing will happen now.
And they are still clapping for her. Wọ́n fowó àbúṣàbù wọn lálejò, inú wọn tún dùn, wọ́n pàtẹ́wọ́. Ó máa tó yé wọn. So APC have postponed their primaries now. We are waiting now. My good, we are waiting. Ó máa yé wọn. I just want to once again say a big thank you to you.
Thank you, sir.
For opening people's eyes, for telling them the truth from the temple of the truth.
That's right.
But Entobaletti Ogbo ohun tí ẹ̀mí ń sọ fún àwọn ìjọ. Mayegun, it's well with you, my brother.
Amen, sir. Thank you so much
for
stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. I am going to okay, let me take this. Got another caller there. Let's see. Hello there.
Hello.
Oh, hello, ma.
Hi, my brother. Congratulations. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run fún ti Yétúndé. Tí Ọlọ́run bá wa mú yẹ lọ sípò lóyún Yéwándé, tọ́lọ́run bá wa mú wá sípò bímọ, Ọlọ́run á máa bá wa dá gbogbo fámìlì sí. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ti Nàìjíríà yìí, Ọlọ́run ṣáájú, ó ti dé junction tó ti switch. Wọ́n ti gbé agbada iná kaná báyìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ń bá wọn koná mọ́. Let's go collect.
One by one. Water.
Oh. Wèrè Wike. Babala. Nígbà tá à ń sọ pé Ṣàngódélé wàhálà ni fún Yorùbá. Wèrè Wike wàhálà ni fún Nàìjíríà. Nítorí ojú gbogbo wa ló ṣe máa tàlú yẹn. for China. There is no doubt about that. He will open business. No matter home by Chinese, Nigerian airport, China might change your after doing a phone free of charge. And but what she say don't be canon. Last class, Omaru Panone.
It's almost there. We're almost there, ma.
Oh, Omaru Panone, Bamelo loku. Because bon bati fun Ṣàngódélé. Ìtí gbogbo adé mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kán fún. Àwọn ẹrú ikú tó wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Àwọn ẹ̀hàn náà. Tó kó sẹ́yìn bí ìgbà tí wọ́n kó kìnìún sẹ́yìn. Gbogbo wọn á yà sí orí ẹ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá máa lọ. Ariwo ẹ jẹ́ kí Yorùbá ó lọ. Àtúbọ̀ loud. Ṣàngódélé agbéra atakúrò nílùú torí wọn á máa wà. Níta ibi tó bá wà, a máa kóná mọ́ igi, kóná mọ́ àgòdàn pé ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ. A fẹ́ fi Yorùbá negotiate. Ìpè yes, Yorùbá nation ló ń pariwo nísìn. Inú kan padà fún òun tàbí kí Yorùbá máa lọ. Kò sí orí ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kò ní chance kankan.
Oh, orí ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. And bí àwọn youth tí wọ́n sọ wípé àwọn lọ dúró lẹ́yìn Peter Obi, good one, because that to them that is the third fault. Already wọ́n ti sọ ìlú yẹn di two-party system. Owó náà ń pín, wọ́n sì ń pín owó ní Àbújá bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yìí lọ ní convention àwọn ìwé.
EFCC rìn tó bá gbé báàgì ẹ jẹ́ fi kọ́kọ́ hàn yín mà tó bá gbé báàgì ẹni àwọn ní Àbújá ń sìn EFCC máa dá ẹ dúró ni àwa aláyé wa kí ló wà ní báàgì yẹn. Ìkọ́ wà tí èèyàn kan send sí mi, ẹ jẹ́ wọ́n dápọ̀ lélẹ̀, ẹ wo screen yẹn. Bá lọ gbé bag any if they see you with any bag or any Ghana must or anything. You must open am o. EFCC. This is not like a bomb squad or police o. EFCC. They are looking for money. Because there's money. They flooded Abuja with this forex now. Guess what, ma? They are even saying that some of the money they are giving the delegates, that it be like say fake dollars. Self don't find his way into Abuja right now. So it can't be like say thief.
You see?
Very, very, very.
And where are we going? And you want these people, this type of people, to lead a nation. Already, they are selling the nation to our faith. Because Nigeria has now become a business. The highest bidder, no fairer. And when they get in there, they are going in there for their own personal gain. What can I gain as? And you see, this so-called Sokoto governor.
Tambua.
Oh, you can't see more why. And one of the reasons why, no, want to kajori and one to believe that education is not important. Ìyàwó on pay open 1 million.
Oh,
wọ́n sọ wọ́n wáyé kí fún àwọn ọmọ school.
No, yẹ̀yẹ́ belo Kogi nìyẹn ma. Kò ṣe Sokoto.
Sokoto governor wọn kò sanwó wáyé kí àwọn ọmọ school.
Oh yeah, yẹn ni Tambua, not single child is registered for WAEC in Sokoto.
Not one.
Omo, that thing shocked me. Sokoto, one of where they mention a popular place in the north. They'll say Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, Katsina.
Not one.
One child.
Normal school, you want to register for WAEC. And the same thing go to Borno.
And Nasarawa as well. I'm sorry, and Zamfara.
And Nasarawa.
Zamfara.
Deliberately, they are destroying the life of those our parents won't struggle.
Deliberately. And
so that they can continue to rule. You can see, obviously, what is the country becoming? The only way, no, last,
God bless you.
They will break it up. Okay, discussion. What will happen? ó máa happen because bí wọn fún Peter Obi ní opportunity pé kò wọlé àwọn youth tí wọ́n tún
youth yẹn push ẹ for real ó ti wá di wípé ó ti shock ọmọ ọdọ àbí Peter Obi lè push stunt o suddenly military kan gbàjọba ni àbí wọ́n kàn ṣe débi pé ó ti yẹn suddenly àwọn èèyàn wọn ti revance very gay out nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn nǹkan ṣàmà trigger nǹkan me I believe ṣá.
I believe the 2023 yẹn máa sweet ìlú yẹn ó wà lórí iná wọ́n gbé kaná báyìí àwọn náà ń kó igi mọ́ ni wọ́n ń kó igi mọ́ at the end of the day gbogbo wọn máa collect gbogbo wọn máa bù gbogbo wa lájọ máa wò because gbogbo tó ṣì ń bù guys ọlọ́jọ́kù wọ́n máa kó sójà wálẹ̀ wọ́n máa kó lẹ̀ man. Thank you, my brother. Let me allow others to talk.
So let's hear from another caller. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am very well. Is that Jude?
Yeah, Jude from US.
Oh, Jude from the US. So how are you tonight or this afternoon over there?
Okay, I'm okay. How's your baby?
She's fine.
I hope they're all doing
fine.
And the mom?
Thank God. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, doing fine. Sure, I'll deliver that. So, Jude, you're live.
Yes, I really thank God for you, honestly. With all the exposition on what is going on right now in the PDP convention, I don't know how somebody or people will continue to listen to this kind of charade, this kind of jamboree. Political jamboree in Nigeria, political...
It's every 4 years ritual, isn't it?
Every 4 years, and then still believe that something good will come out of such a corrupt, violent and thuggish system of, system. Honestly, it beats my imagination, especially for those of us in diaspora, who still believe election is, who still believe in Nigeria election. At times I ask myself, don't these fools in diaspora that still promote Nigeria elections, all the countries they are,
now so that they do election,
don't they see how they conduct elections? Do they spend this kind of money? Buying people's votes, don't they see? Don't they see that even in some elections, in some countries, if you're even found to give somebody $1, for instance, and they know that money is to bribe, you can go to jail for it.
That's right.
Don't they see this? That a sitting governor, could budget or be estimated to give a delegate $50 million. To buy votes, $50,000 to buy votes, and if that individual, if maybe a 400, according to the estimate, if 400 is the winning, and the delegate that will buy you the ticket, then if you multiply that is $20 million. If you multiply that with the current exchange rate now, I think black market exchange rate now is dollar to naira is I think 610. But if you use 605, that is $12 billion naira for 400 delegates. That is what we can stand to
candidate of your party. How much you go to buy 150,000 people will go hold you?
Hi, what country are we? What kind of country? And how will human beings, especially those in diaspora, continue to promote this evil? How can a corrupt system, okay, let's assume now we can imagine as a president eventually, let's assume miracle abracadabra happen, which I know is not going to happen. Let's assume he emerges as president.
Well, Judo, from what I have been told, you can wake up tomorrow morning and it's going to be Wike. Don't be surprised. Now it's been narrowed down to Wike and Atiku right
now. Supposing he even becomes the president at the end of the day.
Okay, he becomes the little Hitler.
Yes. Now, how can such a fraudulent man be able to fix Nigeria, be able to fight corruption, Because except you want to tell me, the Bible says, he that is coming to the house of equity must have a clean hand.
That's right.
You can't fight corruption when your hand is riddled with corruption, when everything about you is corruption. No. When even the position you are occupying, you are there primarily because of corruption. How can you fight corruption?
In Nigeria,
that person will only come.
In Nigeria, they believe you
that
can.
Person
You can
will
be
not,
a thief.
These people are just of their mind, that of their mind. I think dogs have leaked up the cells of reasoning in their brain. That is when anybody would think that any political candidate in Nigeria that have gone there, that went in there through corrupt processes, will come back and fight corruption. It can't happen. They will come back, they will come in, first of all, they will begin to put in place mechanism to recoup all the money they have invested.
That's right.
Even if those money were money they have stolen, while they were governors, while they were senators, while they were ministers, and so on and so forth. They will only come in and begin to look for avenues to recoup all those plus interest before they will even begin now to do one or two sprinkles of projects, and people will be, hey, it's working, no, it's working. Are you kidding me? Look at his state. Look at the refuge. The video you show us. Look at his current state right now. Look at the refuge in main road, and that is the kind of idiot that somebody would think that will come and do well in Nigeria. Oh my God, it's mind-boggling, man. I feel like crying, man. Now, for the P2B supporters, one more thing, for the P2B supporters, please. I thank God for them. Personally, I would have been supporting P2B right now and be campaigning and also contributing in a little way I can. Right. But I already know it's a fruitless venture. With the system of Nigeria, in Nigeria, it's a fruitless venture. But I encourage them to continue.
I mean, they should continue.
But one thing
now something will disappoint people, that they will say, we know if we take this thing anymore. And since there are already many, it's not going to take them time to mobilize themselves. And since in the trenches, we have people who are already tired, who have already been fighting, pushing. Baba, I'm waiting for that time.
Yeah, one thing, exactly. And one further thing I'm going to give to them, if you can, they can call it advice or something.
Right.
They should be ready for things. The P2B supporters right now, they should be ready for two things: fight or flight. Because a time is going to come when the system will feel so threatened, because that is what is going to happen. Like the NSAS you gave as an example. The system will be so threatened because they will see that these people, well, wait a minute, if we don't do this thing, if we don't take any action, these guys will actually take up take over the system and rig them out completely. So they are going to fight them. They are going to try to crush them. So it's either P2B supporters will carry their voters registration card on one hand and carry their arms on the other hand. I'm just speaking metaphorically, and carry their arms on the other to be able to fight, because they are not going to allow them to actualize their goal. It's not going to happen.
Well, it's not going to happen. I mean, Jude, you know what?
The system is going to crush them.
To watch.
So it said that they will fight or they will fly. And when they fight, then that might lead to the revolution we are talking about. We are all been waiting.
I mean, no.
That might lead to a reset of that we are all been waiting. But when they fly, that will lead into great depression and great disenfranchisement and total loss of hope for every Nigerian youth that will be supporting P2B to know that, after all, with all this effort, we still cannot do anything.
Yes.
That is going to further empower the system to continue, to continue to dominate, to continue to brutalize, to continue to steal, to continue. In fact, the evil will be multiplied upon the land if they do succeed. So they should arm themselves with these two basic facts and ready.
Thank you so
ready
much.
for the consequences. Okay?
Thanks so much.
My brother, I pray God to continue to help us.
Bless you,
finally, there is no way an incredible corrupt and violent system and thuggish system can produce a credible outcome. No. It's not possible.
No.
It's not possible.
Stop dreaming.
I rest my case.
Thank you so much, Jude. Man, Jude. There. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Mayegundi General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Congratulations of our big daughter, our sweet daughter.
Leila Yewande Moreni KG. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's a beautiful one, yeah. I congratulate you, Baba, from the Temple of the Truth.
Thank you very much, sir. How are you?
I'm so lucky today. This is my first time. Where's that Gabori that you always shake now?
You want to hear people do complain when I hear that. You are welcome.
Thank you. You see, Nigeria will soon happen to every one of them that is calling one Nigeria.
It's a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. You know, my brother, I'm still waiting for our Yoruba nation. What do you call it?
Is here.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the finality. May they tell us 5 million, 5.1 million people have already said yes.
You can imagine we're good to go already. We are a nation already. We don't need anybody to tell us that, we are waiting for someone from here and there. No, we don't need that. We are a nation. There are some countries that they are not even up to 5 million, and they are a nation on their own. So now we are a nation on our own. Now anybody can call himself or herself Yoruba nation.
That's right.
If you do that now, you are clarify yourself that you are a Yoruba indigene, and anybody will respect you and they will regard you irrespective of anything. So I am just to congratulate ourselves that we are Yoruba people. We are doing great and we are doing well.
And
we give thanks God.
So fast right now. And some of our people are trying to catch up with some of them. Like, what's going on? And guess what? It's good to see. It's so beautiful to see.
You know what these Abubakus,
yes, sir.
These are Oshogbo Alumajiris, they are coming back. But I don't know who are they going to use their eyes to. I don't know who is going to call them or how they are going to welcome them. I don't know whether my ego will welcome back.
Let me tell you how it works. Yeah, let me tell you how it works. They are going to stay back. Okay. Now you could they dis surprise? Igba Akin di Yoruba nation. Akin Swagger. AK. I know AK very well. Now you AK the Yoruba nation. Now you gonna say, tell us saying don't be. Now they go see me. But you know what? All of you will know them. Yeah. We just have to keep quiet and just pretend say say they be swagger, then be this, then be that before. Just blend with everybody. Shout Yoruba nation, all of us. But one thing, what I'm afraid of, sir. You know what I'm afraid of,
Yeah.
When these people come back, when they begin to show up and start saying Yoruba nation, our people are going to make it tough for them. You know that kind of thing. They will say, we don't trust them. If no is if no now, they will not come here. We don't trust them. But we need to trust them too. We not say we are the ones who know that they are going to get their fingers burnt. We know what will happen when they get it burnt. So when they come back to us, we will not try and make them uncomfortable. Just pretend say you know no.
You are right.
Just blend. Because that's what will happen.
You are right. Mm-hmm. You are right. You are right. But they are going to Yoruba always say Otolaye won.
It's just that we like in common was safer and yeah, she told me so bell.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We must do better.
My ego, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this program. Yeah, it has touched a lot of the lives. Yeah, just keep it up. One advice is that you see, Yoruba ani elenu lo lenu. Just keep on doing the good work, and we people we are solidly behind you. We are waiting for Yoruba rescue team to be take off so as we can flag it up in everywhere and name and canal of the UK. I'm calling from UK anyway. This is Chegun Ajibola.
Fantastic. Now, you see, people have contacted me here in the UK, sir, on this issue of the rescue team, and their own area is to say, I want to be part of those that will be, that will be coordinating the collection of gifts and everything. I'm sorry, the collection of clothes, material things that people want to give out, items like that. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's great. And they told me, this person actually told me that they have already mapped out their area. They told me their area. I won't say that now. And I said, you know what? I love this, right? Just be in touch.
Baba, okay? I say as soon as it is ready, we good to go. I believe. We are doing this thing for our unborn children, our children. Because we are here today does not mean that we are very comfortable, right? No. Someone, somehow, they are over there waiting for this kind of a thing to happen to them. But we will not wait for them, for a Nigeria of them to happen to them. But they are going to wait for Yoruba nation to happen to them. That would be great. In a positive way. Right. And that is the reason why we are solidly behind this program, movement. It's a Yoruba agenda, but at the same time, it's a movement on its own. Rescue team, trust me, we touch life. This is a program that we touch grassroots life, and we cannot afford to miss it. So we are waiting, and we are very, very solidly behind this program. So I'm still waiting, So that is how it is, Baba.
Of course,
thank you so much.
You know what? We will be fine. What we are doing right now is just to make sure that once we go public, we don't go back and say, oh, we forgot something. Let's go and fix that. We'll be back again. Guys, sorry. No, I don't want something like that. We are nearly done at the time. But this time around, we are expanding our scope enough to make sure that it carries enough that will be effective when we go public.
That's fine.
Sir, we are almost there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's a caller from England.
But this time around,
I have another caller as well. Hello.
Mr. Vaigun. Babalila. Oh boy, that your yesterday complain too much, you. They go just the great woman ignore the papa. No complain like that. No worry, they could give the woman the chance. You don't lie. You don't lie. Papa teacher no more walking more. Yeah, teacher no more walking more. Papa. Oh boy, I say my God, no man.
I just had to say it.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks, Papa.
Jagba go yibo ka ṣàdúrà fọmọ ní Yorùbá jọ.
Oh yeah,
Adirun adigba. Ọlọ́jọ́ ènìyàn ó máa jẹ́ kó rí ẹ̀ kọ́ọ̀kì, ó máa dàgbà, á dògbò, á dẹ̀ tọ́jú ẹ̀, ọmọ tó máa tọ́jú ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́ máa ṣe. Téèyàn bá ti bímọ, tó bá ti bímọ obìnrin, bàbá lobìnrin ṣá bàbá ń pè pọ̀ nú ọmọ. Bóyá ò tí ì mọ̀ yẹn. Torobìnrin ló láàánú bàbá jù. Ọmọ tó máa láàánú ẹ̀ lọ́lọ́ máa ṣe.
Àmín.
Adinu adigba.
That means pé tó bá yẹ pé obìnrin ló ń láàánú bàbá jù, mo ti ní mẹ́ta already.
Obìnrin ló láàánú bàbá jù, kò sọ gbọ́dọ̀ pé kò sọ kó ojo obìnrin ló máa láàánú bàbá jù. Tó bá notice abẹ́lọ́rí grandpa abẹ́lọ́rí obìnrin ló kọ́mọ̀ sí jù. Tó bóyá rí nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run tí tẹ́ bá fi tán ọlọ́run ò ní jó wọ̀nyí, tọ́lọ́run ò ti jẹ́ wọ̀nyí láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Torí ìyẹn ló ṣe pàtàkì. O mọ̀ pé àìmọye ọmọ nílùú Ògìjì gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bí wọn ló lè tọ́ o. Ìbí ìjọba ló máa ó ti ọ̀dà sáà. Bó ṣe wà yẹn.
Ìgbà tẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló kúkú ṣe rọrùn o. Aláwọn tó bí tí
wọ́n
sì ọkọ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀ kan orí ẹ̀ ní ìgbà tó ríyàn tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá.
Orí ẹ̀ bọ̀tẹ̀ bí tó bá tún wò náà. Tó bá tún wò ládàá kejì wá rí wọn pé tó bá wà wọn míì kì í ṣe gbogbo ọmọ tó sọ lórúkọ ló ń ṣoríire o. Tó máa pe pàtí ní tó máa tún máa ṣọ bọ̀tẹ̀ ilé ọdún ọba máa jó ṣó lóríire. Ọlọ́ àjẹkẹ́lẹ́ ìṣoríire.
Ìwọ ọmọ tá a pa odindi aago mẹ́ta lọ́jọ́ kó mọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ló ń ṣe lẹ́yìn eégún Kábírù àṣírí náà àwùsùbí láì tó.
Jẹ́ nìyẹn. It don't happen. Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀, ìdán ṣẹlẹ̀, ìdán mọ́tò dán jam. Orí tó kù táwa máa kọ́ nìyẹn, mọ́tò dán jam political Nigeria. The drama don't start. Wetin I tell you?
They come. He don't dey here already. Everybody just get cheer, popcorn.
No, wetin dey on ground now? I don't tell you. There will be no election. God, all these things where you dey see na set up, na playbook. Because let's think about it. I believe 100%. Then go roll out the Boko Haram boys with the khaki boy, where they don't put khaki for their neck. If you carry government to keep Jonathan, let's say Jonathan win the consensus. The South, the reason why you see all these northerners, they postpone and shifting, it's not because of a consensus. They are trying to play and see the mood of Yoruba. If you look at them very well, they are testing. You know, when police want to arrest people, they will first tap his shoulder, either the shoulder or the elbow. They will tap it. They will touch it like to see the reaction. Maybe it will be aggressive or not. It's then after that they will now say, okay, put your hands in your back. You understand? They call it, I don't know what name they call, I forgot the name they call it, I won't say much. But that's where they first start. That's what they are doing to Yoruba now. They try to play and see the mood of Yoruba people. If we don't give Tinubu and we don't give any other Yoruba, what will be their reaction? They try to perfect something. It's not about the consensus. They don't care. Now, let us now think they eventually carried the government, their ticket, give Jonathan or whoever Jonathan, the donor.
Come up with
the donor.
Because that's the point in Abuja right now. How can Tinubu break in something that was so sure for them that they believe that nobody can challenge it? The whole game has changed. Now Tinubu is fighting for his life politically. Like now they are feeling like if you no give him, who you won't give, and what will happen?
The reaction of Yoruba
is what they are waiting for.
It's what they
to gauge.
Yes. Then Tinubu now forgot something.
Yeah.
The enemy within.
Baba they talk say Atiku don the lead for PDP. I just say make I tell you, JJ, go on. Like say with the Wike money.
That one that dead on arrival.
I'm sorry for even interrupting you. Go on.
You no problem. You see that PDP matter dead on arrival. Brother, the whole game, what will happen? I can give you some little prediction.
Try.
You see, after this APC, whatever on June 6, they will still shift it. Do you know why?
Tell us.
The plan will not be concluded within this short period, within these 8 or 10 days that are left. They won't conclude because what they are planning for is bigger than what Nigeria can see. These are just a surface thing. What is underground, the submarine that is underground that is cooked, is bigger than all this political dispute. This is just like a distraction.
They are foreplay.
It's just a distraction of the bigger plan, which is why when you look at all these boys, these Fulanized boys, you will see the moves they are making. The way they are doing things is like, let us collect some of all those palliative money they gave them, 900 billion they gave them, 900 billion the World Bank gave them for lockdown that they've kept. Is that money that they are bringing out now to contest for presidency? They want to collect some from them before the real action will start. Now, Baba Ota, do you know why I'm using this quote? Baba Ota, Tinubu forgot that this guy is also the number one enemy. That is number one enemy of him.
And he never had
which have already contacted. Yes, he has already contacted his guys from Mina and the others. I've been telling them that we don't want this boy. Are you forgot? That's enemy number one. Number two, the junior rank of Kaba or what Kaba or whatever they call them. The enemy number two. The Kaba number three, which are the Yoruba that they consider the enemy number three of Tinubu.
Now, we don't want to hear about time. All of us don't want to spend money as well to make sure, say, you don't drag Yoruba into madness anymore.
I will give you another prediction now.
Quickly. Something
will happen between now and the end of June. Don't be surprised if Tinubu start marching up and down to Yorubas, some neglected Yorubas, and start begging them.
Okay. Like going about to apologize for what?
Oh, you've said it now. When for a safe return back home. Brother, for a safe return back home. Are you understanding what I'm trying to picture for you now? Now, let us go nationwide. When they now plan all these things, who they want to give the government to? 44 trillion debt. I keep mentioning it. Ever since 2 months that Russia have started their war with Ukraine, the petrol, the crude oil is about 120 something, and no single $1 deposited in the account of Nigeria.
NNPC no pay any.
They keep looting. How is the next president, whoever they want to give the government to want to do? Brother, they will roll out khaki boys. Don't be surprised. This is the next game. They will collect, let them do whatever they collect the rest. Omo, Gasala don't boss. It's time for us, Yoruba nation, to laugh at their calamity of our brothers who refuse to admit that this thing is not working. The best way is to take the ship off the shore, take it to the scrap yard, destroy it, rebuild it, and bring it back to the sea.
New out of it, of course, from the scrap. GEJ.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me leave it like this, brother. Yeah. You will see our hand too now. We know how we go. You don't tell us how to do it yesterday. You will still see our hand. Let the month reach you. You know how it go.
I know.
Make the month reach. You don't tell us that.
Yeah. You know, we have GEJ. You know what happened is that we have money now that we haven't spent as well, right? So
no, I'm talking about Leila now. That one we are waiting for you. You said you want to bring up that. The Leila is you tell us how to do it yesterday now. Because you said it's only the mommy and the baby.
Now, this is where I am going to ask a question when I'm lost. Okay. So I said something about Leila, and then you said something about the end of the month, and then you said something about
the end of the month is what I'm talking about Leila completely. So that one is another one. I said don't forget, we will do it the way we do it. So at least I have to do my at least now we go name this ticket. So that's how it be. Make a live like that.
I get
congratulations, brother.
No,
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You stay safe, Baba. I mean,
you're welcome,
nice
brother.
Talking to you again. So what GEJ is practically saying there was that they will reach out to me. They know how to reach out to me and all of that. And I think he's referring to what I said yesterday. So people who have actually reached out to me and they said, Mayegun, congratulations. And can you send... Can you please send your account number? I don't know how to do this or that and all of that. And I've been like, I'm always kind of, I'm just kind of, I can't send my account details to people in a way. So GEJ is just saying that, they have a way of reaching out to me. Of course they do. There are many ways you can be off. Mayegun, well done. I just don't feel cool sending my account details to people. I've not really sent that to people. And thank you. So I think this is we're going to draw the curtains, okay, tonight because of our time. And I'm going to be back again next time, especially when the result of their primaries happened. And we all know that it doesn't matter who becomes what in their own charade called the primaries all over the place. The most important thing is that you know that The system is going to produce rogues that you are possibly going to have to go and vote for, as they claim. And then you literally believing that the rogues that they're going to choose for you are then suddenly going to turn to angels because you have voted for them. Popular votes. All of us voted. You know what I mean? You are not looking at the source. You are not looking at the surface. I mean, sorry, you're not looking at the structure, so to say. You're just looking at the surface. And eventually, when it bites you or burns you, and that's kind of experience that some of you will need to have before you agree with so many of us who have put all these things to practice in the past, and we realize that it's a pure waste of time. You may think you have a way to dribble around it. You know, it's going to suck you in. You either become them or they kill you, or you run away. Either of the three. I mean, any of the three. So there's no way around it other than why not try to pretend that you want to fix something that is not fixable. But Peter Obi supporters seems to have been different. And they are very, very effective and very massive. Like I said, I am not going to call them insignificant. I'm not going to call them, I'm not going to pretend that they don't exist. Because what they are embarking upon is so huge. And it's also going to be part of what will shape, eventually, what the future of Nigeria will be. Is it going to exist more? And is it going to end soon? Whatever it is going to become, every one of us will have a role to play. But one thing I believe that majority actually agree to is that this status quo cannot continue. Innocent people cannot continue to be sacrificed and killed just to keep Nigeria warm. Unity cannot be preached. It needed to be acted. You people need to act, and unity is not just a word. You know, a lot of things will happen, and this is part of it. And we will continue to put them in the diary, continue to state them as much as some of them will sound irrelevant to you. None of this conversation on Mayegun's diary political, none of them will you ever say is irrelevant. It's just a piece of the puzzle of where and when or how long Nigeria is going to last. Where is Nigeria going to? When is Nigeria going to probably end it? And then where is he heading to, so to say? But the bottom line is that whether you are for or you are against, we are going to play a role. We all have a role to play in what is going to be the tomorrow of Nigeria. So many of us believe that if you love Nigeria, then we should put hands together and break it up. If you love Nigeria and you love the people, stop preaching unity that you cannot really work on. Stop preaching togetherness that is not real, doesn't exist. The difference is so much, and Bukwari has done a job to make us realize how divided we are. But we can be united in one thing, which is we have known our differences and we can build on them and then be friends, so to say, neighbors, so to say, or in fact, respect ourselves if we can clearly demarcate try to give boundaries to what you can call the union if it ever continues. All of these are the conversation that people are clamoring for. Let's talk about this. Let's do something. People are dying and nobody can explain why they are being killed other than they just want to keep Nigeria one. So how many of us are to be killed just to keep Nigeria one or to keep Nigeria to continue to exist? But trust me, something is going to trigger something. And the pointer is that there are so many, disgruntled people. Many of them who have disconnected with Nigeria. It's just that there's never been any cohesion. There's never been any coordination. There's never been any kind of agreement across board to say, put this rubbish down, put this nonsense down, do something about this or burn it down. So to say, there's never been any consensus on that. But these days, there are events, there are things that will happen, there are things that will take place and they will trigger all other things. And guess what? It's all going to come to an end. And that end is the end when all this madness will become a thing of the past. Everyone will handle their own affairs. And it will be your own making, your own responsibility. Today you may be for, you may be against. It doesn't really matter. Now all of us go play that role. You just don't know where you fit in yet. Some of you are already playing the role. But every of your action, inaction, connection, link up, and every other thing that will eventually, define your role in all of this, they are going to begin to happen now. They are already happening. A lot is still going to happen. Last, they go serve us. When they serve us, chop the cold breakfast, spit them out, we reject the system. It has brought us nothing than death, backwardness, corruption, poverty, terrorism, insecurity, and turned us to beggars and scattered us, spread us all over the world with like people who have, who probably have no source anymore. Nigeria did us bad until you realize that. Maybe your own way of realizing is going to be different from mine, but last, everybody will realize it, and there will be a consensus soon. It will be massive. Right? Thank you very much for your time. I'm going to see some other time. They can call that, what is he talking about? What is he blabbing about? I do that all the time, because it's something I would have written down in the diary. On Mayegun's Diary Political, we do this, and we keep them in the diary. So if you're just joining us, remember, you can still watch this broadcaster from the start. And then if you have been on Mayegun's Diary Political the second time and you haven't ever subscribed on there, you can do that, okay? And somehow, lastly, if you ever feel like this program is not good for your own mental health, if you feel like what I discuss on Mayegun's Diary Political is quite not comfortable for you and pretty much put you in a bit of a agitative state, please, if you have subscribed, you should try and unsubscribe for the sake of your own mental health. Things are going to get out of hand more. And guess what? So many people believe that no good news comes out of Nigeria. And somehow, many people's mental health have been so much, affected. So mine is to deconstruct all the lies that they have put on into your mind and your head, and they never stop. They continue to feed you with those lies and all that imagination and hopeless hope that they put to you. So if how I do it is too much for your own mental health, right? Please unsubscribe, stop following. Okay? If you have that strong mental health, I'm going to say this is one tonight. Tomorrow is another day. If you have the time, subscribe, like, share, and join me again the next time. Good night.
Àníyàn súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àníyàn súnra kì í. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Kíkó nìna kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ẹ̀sùn rájò. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Ayé ẹ̀sùn rájò. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò gbẹ́bẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàwé. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.